I've only been working a month at this job, and it's already been the worst experience I've ever had in a working environment. My manager is a complete prick. My pay is minuscule, and dealing with customers is obnoxious. I should have tried in school. The saying, reap what you sow, has never been more apparent than it is now. The thing about high school that I always took for granted, at least you got to see people and talk to them every day, and you never got that true feeling of loneliness. It's only when you go out into the real world and live on your own that you begin to realize how alone you truly are. My life consists of living in an apartment, smoking and selling bud, and playing PUBG until I finally have to get off my ass and work at 7-Eleven. I recently got moved to the night shift, and at night usually there are very few people who show up. It's always the same characters. The guy working late and getting a coffee, the high school kids attempting to buy vapes and cigarettes underage, and the stoned guy buying chips. Usually, I just put on a podcast on my phone and drown it all out. This guy came in a couple days ago while I was sitting down with my headphones in. I was listening to the nosleep podcast, and I look outside the glass door to see this guy in a business suit, staring inside the 7-Eleven in the middle of the street. I looked at him for a little bit. Just me and him making eye contact. And then I sat down and passed him off as some idiot high out of his mind, or some teenager doing a stupid prank. The guy came in, and after a minute of looking around the place, just started talking to himself. The guy sounded like he was doing some infomercial or something. He would say things like, "Have you ever felt nauseous, anxious, scared? It's 3 in the morning and you're scared to run. But don't be afraid. There's an easy solution. There's never been a better time to try this new amazing product. It gives you the quick and easy way to not feel scared. Hello, my name is Jack Conway, and I've been with this company for years. Let me tell you, this product is one of the best I've ever had. If you are listening, please call now at 1-800, number withheld. If you call now, you can get an extra 12% off. Please call now at 1-800, number withheld. If you call in the next 15 minutes, we'll send you a free..." He just kept going on like this until I finally interrupted him and said, "Excuse me, are you okay?" He just stared at me and kept saying the phone number. I finally had enough and called it. What happened fucked me up for life. As soon as I called that number, I felt this rush of electricity enter my body, and my entire reality shifted. I was no longer in whatever realm we call our world. Everything was hazy, black and white, and distorted. The man who was standing there had become a black figure and took my phone and ran out the door. I was still in the 7-Eleven, and I could see a shining bright light. It was like a fever dream as I left and walked around outside. The sky was gray with black clouds. I could see it was daytime, and I ran around town trying to find someone to talk to. The streets were empty. No cars, no people, and it was absolute silence. I was panicking, and I had no idea where I was. I saw the black figure in the distance. It was the outline of a person, and I screamed out to him. The guy shifted his body slightly and remained motionless. I began to run towards him, but with every step closer, he seemed farther away. I've never done shrooms, LSD, or any type of psychedelic drug, but if I ever had a bad trip, this is what I imagined it would be like. After what seemed like forever, the man finally moved and ran into a house. The door was wide open, and I went into it. It seemed like somebody's home, and as I ran up the stairs, I could see doors start to open. I could feel something pulling in my arm and trying to drag me down. Finally, I got into the room of the figure. It turned around, and we just stared at each other for a second. The figure walked up to me, and out of nowhere, it started strangling me to the floor. It knocked over a lamp next to me, and with all my power, I took the lamp and jabbed the figure on the side of the head. I kept beating it until it was finally unconscious. I could hear distorted voices screaming, and suddenly, I found my phone on the floor out of battery. I ran back to the 7-Eleven to charge it. I dialed in the number I had called before. When I dialed the number, I was back in our reality, with the man gone. One thing was off. For some reason, I had blood on my hands. I sprinted over to the security footage to see what had happened. When I saw what happened, I shit myself. I was put in a dreamlike state, and the man had taken my phone and sprinted out, and I shortly followed. I left the 7-Eleven at 4 a.m., and as I was driving home, I noticed one of the houses had police and ambulances, the same one I had entered before. I'm fucked. I went home and got all my necessities and skipped town. I'm currently a fugitive. I don't know what the fuck happened or who I did that to, but I'm not going back. I received a text from that number days later, with a video of me entering the house, with a text reading, "We saw what you did. We need a new host. Send this number to another person, or we will release the video." So, I thought, where would be the best place to post a number that people would most certainly call, as long as it had some context behind it? To whoever is next, I'm sorry, but this is your doing, and I feel no guilt if this is what you choose to do. 625-221 6237. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below, and tell me what you thought of this narration. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for updates, and if you'd like to get early videos, shoutouts, and much more, I'd appreciate it if you check out my Patreon page. It's a place where you can help support my channel while getting awesome rewards in the process, and every pledge helps out a ton, no matter the size. So if you'd like to see all the rewards I offer and consider becoming a patron, it'd mean a ton to me if you'd click the link in the description and just check it out. And don't forget to show some love to the amazingly talented authors who make these narrations possible. Have a good night, everybody. Cheers.